Welcome back, everyone. It is South of the Border. It's episode 71, and yeah, we're actually right on time today.
Yeah.
We're usually late.
No, we're a minute early, actually.
We're kind of, well, like 30 seconds early. That's good. That's good. I think it's because of my nice new bald head. It shines.
Sorry,
gotta
can I
shine.
do something real quickly on stream?
No,
Want to slap it?
no, okay. Ow, I have a sunburn.
You have
That's the thing.
something?
If you're bald and you live near the equator, it's quite a it's quite an
adventure.
intense sun. So you can get burned within 10 minutes of just being outside. Anyways, so welcome. How you
I'm
doing?
doing good. I just want to also mention real quickly, if you hear scratching, it's not from us, it is from our dog here in the corner, who is
Oh yeah,
just having a great time in the bed.
I forget your mother threw him in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's had enough of him today. She said to say,
You know I have to give him a bath later?
"Oh, good luck with that. I'll watch."
I have to cut the grass, I have to give him a bath. And you know how he gets. He's skirmish. He'll try to run.
Well, good
But
luck.
he's starting to be better with me. He likes me more now when it comes to that.
He doesn't like you at all.
No, he doesn't.
All right.
Well,
Well,
he likes me when I'm alone. It's just me and him. After that, it's like, oh, mom's here. Let's go screw.
well, we got a couple of topics today. The first one we're going to cover. Listen, I told you this is going to get out of hand, and it's gotten out of hand.
Oh, God.
All right, and the thumbnail, can there be justice? And I really do mean that, can there be justice? Let's just start out with this, all right? I know a lot of people look at a picture of this young man, Karmelo Anthony, and a lot of people have drawn their own conclusions
Right.
as to what happened, what didn't happen, and you and I have speculated on our own by reading through the police reports. But here's the deal. The young man, and he's a young man, he's 17 years old. If you don't like him because of the color of your skin, fuck you.
Yeah, that's wrong. I should
Okay?
say that wrong.
Personally.
You can like him. You can dislike him because he might have done something. Or
Yeah,
did
you
do
could.
something.
Yeah, if he truly did commit this horrible act on purpose or second degree, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you can not like him. But if you look at him and go, I don't like him, and I think he should be this or that because you don't like black people, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
That's just the way I feel. But this man deserves
A fair trial.
a fair
safe
trial.
trial.
Yeah, a
And a
safe,
safe one. I can't believe we're saying that. A safe trial.
a safe trial. So unfortunately, there's been a lot, and we said this from minute one. This is going to turn racial, and it has turned racial, and there's been some real assholes getting themselves involved in this crap.
They shouldn't be involved.
Now, I'm not a supporter of Karmelo Anthony by any means. I'm not sitting here going, I'm on his side or I'm on Team Karmelo or whatever this is. I'm not on anybody's team. I'm on team, can we have a fucking fair trial in the United States of America?
Which it seems to be a lot to ask right now.
It really does.
Which
It
is
really-
weird.
And God bless the Frisco Police Department because they are dealing with some bullshit. You are going to, wait till we get into
Oh,
this.
God.
First of all, Karmelo Anthony has had to move to an undisclosed location to ensure safety. Now, he had $1 million bond, right?
Which was reduced to 250,000.
It was, let me see here. Yeah. Teen accused of fatally stabbing Texas track athlete released after posting 250,000. Yeah, they dropped it to 250,000. He's got to remain ankle monitored and all
House
that.
arrest. He's on
House
house arrest. Yeah.
But unfortunately, his house isn't freaking safe because now he's got sisters, he's got a mother, he's got a father who had to quit his job or take a leave of absence because of what's going on. They're getting death threats.
Oh, God.
They're getting.
We
they're
knew
getting-
about this before. It came out a little bit, but
Yeah.
like, has it gotten worse?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna. Wait till I get into it. First, let's go over this. All right, Karmelo Anthony, 17, was released from jail on a reduced bond on April 14th. Okay, $250,000, nothing to sneeze at. 1 million, whatever. Okay, all right,
It's fair.
it's fair. Okay, just it's fair. The teen has been issued an electronic monitor and will remain on house arrest, only leaving with court approval. Court records say. Anthony must also be supervised by a parent or adult at all times and can't have contact with the victim's family.
Can't?
Can't.
Okay.
Can't have contact.
Oh,
Which
can, I was gonna
that's going to get real tricky in a minute.
Uh-oh.
He also has to check in with court bailiffs every Friday, court records show. In a statement to USA Today on April 15th, Howard said that Anthony is now back at home with his family, which, innocent until proven guilty. I'm fine with him being back there with his family. The kid ain't running nowhere.
Yeah, no.
He ain't running nowhere, all right?
He's ankle monitored. They know where he is.
Yeah, so they know where he's going, or they know where he's going to be. So the police and the prosecution want to get it right. Thank God somebody does, because apparently the rest of the world, at least parts of the world that are descending upon Frisco, Texas, don't give a shit about right and wrong. They just give a shit about promoting their own agenda, their own social messaging. All right? Yeah, you have a white kid who was stabbed. You have a black kid who's accused of doing it.
Not a great look.
Not a great look,
Not a great look.
but it doesn't mean that we have to actually give in to those disgusting
Ideas, thoughts.
Yeah. So the Next Generation Action Network is a civil rights organization in North Texas. They are representing the family. And, at first when I thought, wow, why are they getting a civil rights organization involved? It's a criminal thing. Now I understand. I mean, we're going to go over, so now I understand. Now, both sides are getting bullshit from both sides are getting bullshit. We're going to get into that.
Oh, God.
But the kid, I say man, the kid, he's a fucking kid. He's 17 years old, okay? When every one of us was 17 years old, we did stupid shit. Maybe not that stupid.
Maybe not this
but
stupid
you know
stuff
what?
kind of chest, but
He's 17 years old. Give him a friggin' trial.
And a chance to maybe tell his side of the story.
Yeah.
Even if he's still guilty, right? Because
Yeah.
I mentioned actually going to count him on, at the very least, okay, if they have like the greatest defense trial, manslaughter is what you're trying to hope to get.
Yeah. Now, the one thing I will say is they're saying their minister Dominique Alexander, who's part of the civil rights organization, said this justice must be fair and impartial and protected from biases. We do not pull the race card; we live it. Now, here's the thing: we're going to go through some stuff, and yeah, it's a lot of bullshit. But I haven't seen anything racial except for one thing. And this guy, I can't believe this guy is not in jail. But anyways. There's racism being played on both sides. If this guy said, we do not pull the race card, you are pulling the race card. You are pulling the race card.
By bringing it up, you're pulling it.
Yeah. So here we go. All right.
I understand there are people that are going to probably disagree with us saying people with different skill cards do live a different life in the U.S. And to the extent, yeah, that can be true in certain places, but not all over the place. Like, I don't think Frisco, Texas. I hate to break it to you.
No.
I've been in Texas.
No.
Never had anybody be mean to me. I lived in Houston.
Well, yeah, but
we went abroad around the state.
But the first people who brought race into this was the victim's family. I will say that.
The victim's family.
Excuse me. The suspect's family. The victim's family came out and said basically this is not about race. It's not about politics. Please don't bring it out. That was the father of the victim who said that first on the day, hours after his son was murdered or killed or lost his life, however you want to put it. Anyways, so Frisco police are now investigating after families of Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf are harassed with swatting calls. This is bullshit. Okay? This is going to get somebody killed because not only are swatting calls deadly. All right, if you don't know what swatting is, can you explain what swatting is? Because you're the younger guy here.
Yeah, swatting is, this kind of became more popular with doing this to streamers who streamed live. People would figure out their location by doxing them. And they would call the SWAT, or not the SWAT, they would call the police, 911 emergency call and say, there's a guy with a gun in this address, he's shooting people, get there quickly.
Yeah.
Or he's shooting or he's threatening to shoot people. And what the police does is they don't send the normal police guys, they send the SWAT, guns drawn, ready to go. And so what ends up happening is they'll break into these houses, literally they'll break the doors down. Right, because they have a plausible lead. Guns drawn,
ready to go.
And there have been cases where I believe people have been shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard of anybody dying yet.
I haven't, but
probably has.
To me, swatting is attempted murder.
No, it has happened, I think, before, but not with any streamers that I'm aware.
But I think swatting should be considered attempted murder.
It should be because guess what? These guys come in gun drawn. And they see a sudden movement that they don't like, they have full authority to pull the shot, pull the trigger.
So the families of Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony are facing unrelenting harassment that's putting their safety and the safety of their neighbors at risk. I mean, the fucking neighbors. They have nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
you have freaking knuckleheads.
Their life.
Yeah. You have freaking knuckleheads on both sides doing this stupid shit. And if you are doing this stupid shit, you're a stupid shit. I mean, you really are a stupid shit. You are just not even worthy of the word human being. All right? You take a tragedy and you're doing this crap to it. I mean, why? Because you think you need a voice? Because you think you need to say something? You want to say something? Get a YouTube channel. You want to get on your platform? Get on Instagram. You know what? Don't put other people's lives in danger because it makes you no better than the people you think you're trying to fight against. Anyways, twice since 17-year-old high school student Austin Metcalf was killed, Frisco police officers have been sent to his mother's and father's home because of prank 911 calls.
That's not prank 911 calls. That's attempted murder.
Yeah, it's swatting. He would not go on camera, but Austin's father, Jeff Metcalf, told CBS News Texas that he's worried someone will get injured or killed by what's happening in his neighborhood. Images of video show what happened outside Jeff Metcalf's home in Frisco on Thursday. SWAT officers and all that. So.
Oh, great, dude! I mean, this has to be racially motivated on both sides. These calls and these threats.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got some swatting, we got some all sorts of other stuff.
Porch pirate for
Porch
those
fire.
here. I don't think this is the right video.
This is not the right video. This is the one they put there. Anyways, so yeah, this is just a recap of everything. I'm not gonna find that video right now. But anyways, yeah, I seen it. SWAT members, guns drawn, coming up to the house. It's the most recent of several incidents of what's known as swatting, what pranksters call 911. They're not pranksters, they're assholes.
Yeah.
Anonymously to harass, in this case, the family of the victim of a high-profile murder case. It's been around for a while, but it's really taking on new life and these social issues. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Understand it. It needs to stop. Someone's going to get hurt. All right. On Thursday, the mother of Karmelo Anthony, the Frisco student charged in the stabbing death of Austin, revealed that her husband had to take a leave from his job because of the harassment targeting his employer. So not only that, but the guy can't even go to work to make a paycheck to hopefully pay for his son's defense. Again, I'm not saying I'm supportive of Karmelo Anthony saying he's innocent. I'm not. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not. I'm just saying
he deserves the defense.
you got to pay for your defense. All right. The father didn't do anything wrong, and neither did the employer. So a lot of bullshit. Wait till we get to. I do have the video pulled up of the mother.
And that it's not even just paying for the defense. I mean, he's got 2 other daughters.
He's got 2 other daughters
and a wife.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So
what are we doing?
So they had to move Karmelo. Like that's why they had to move him to an undisclosed location. Literally, he's on trial for his life.
And he can't even be in the comfort of his own home when
Nope.
I'm on.
Nope. So he's got to be surrounded and protected. There's a lot of misinformation going on around here. I'll get to that in a minute.
Well, because I think it's purposeful because they don't want to let kind of the details spill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But there's a lot of misinformation online with people that shouldn't be involved in this stuff. And one of them is a January 6th rioter.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
God.
we're gonna play
What are we
this.
doing?
We're gonna play this, and I'm gonna play this here. Let's see if we can play this.
In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack.
I'm gonna keep it muted.
Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about
Get
us,
to that point.
especially over the past week,
Well, she's speaking. Here.
has been overwhelming. The lies and
What
their
she's talking about
amplification put my family in danger,
Her daughter.
as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family.
Especially when all you're worried about is your son.
His mental health is deteriorating day by day.
We're not muted.
Oh,
He has
okay, that's
endured
confusing.
death threats.
So you meant we were muted.
No, I'm talking over it.
My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation
We might get caught.
to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do.
What do you think?
We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state.
Yeah.
But those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us.
And like I said, God bless the
To be clear, when I speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day, There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience.
I mean, this is tragic for both of the families who have to deal with it. So, I mean, this is just, I mean, this is the,
Thank you.
what is it, the plaintiffs, I guess you would call them? The suspect's family?
They're the defendants, yeah.
Yeah, the defendants, I mean. But also, it's also like, because the victim's family is also going through the same thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Now
both
to
families
Texas,
are going
where
through
a father says he
both families are
forgives
going
the
through
teen accused of
similar circumstances. And it shouldn't happen, but it is happening. And what's going to happen now is you're giving both families, I mean, if you want justice done, you don't interfere with it. You don't, because this is only making it more and more difficult to say this trial was biased. This trial had problems. This trial had this technicalities or whatever for appeals later on down the road. It's already tainted to the point with this bullshit that I don't know if justice can be done. I don't know if the kid can get a fair trial.
I don't know if you can get a fair trial, because now, guess who has not heard of this trial or the details of this now?
Yeah.
Not a single juror.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is, we'll never know. I mean, how can you be, like, with all this swirling around, how do we become confident in what's happening in that courtroom is reflective of what truly should be happening because of all this crap that's being put into play. Now, okay, so let's go back down here. So let's be clear. Okay, so some of the misinformation, all right, and again, if you're out there and you're doing this, or you're looking at this from a racial standpoint, and you don't like black people because they're black, or you don't like white people because they're white, fuck you. All right, that's basically how I feel. So it's outright disrespectful, he said during the briefing, the minister posting nonstop about this case, misinformation. Alexander said there's been misinformation, particularly regarding a fundraiser in support of the Anthony family through Give, Send, Go, which has raised more than $458,000. Let's be clear. The family has not received one dime.
Even the CEO had to put out a statement of the Give, Fund, Go, right?
Yep. But we saw on Twitter, we saw on Facebook, and so many different things of the false, lavish life of his family. $800,000 home, purchase Escalade, private security. And he basically comes in and says, that's our Escalade we're providing for our client. That's our private security we're providing for them. And they don't live in an $800,000 home. Since the tragedy unfolded, so Alexander said the organization's security detail escorted Anthony when he was released from jail on Monday. They did it in Escalade. Doesn't mean that's Anthony's Escalade. Doesn't mean that's family. But you get this bullshit, this, rich, privileged black family. Like, okay, so what if they're rich?
Yeah, even if they're rich, still.
I mean,
fair
but
trial.
people are using that to like, what, black people can't be rich? We have to take revenge now? Is that really the thinking? Are we not past that thinking? And we're going to get to Austin Metcalf, because we're going to play both sides of this, because Austin Metcalf's family is getting shit on too. All right. But yeah, they are being targeted, discriminated against before the trial.
I mean, you might have to go, you may have a better chance of declaring mistrial with the bullshit that's gone around with this.
Yeah.
And it's going to sound, that'd be a tragic way, because I don't even think that's property justice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Justice is there's a trial that takes place, and if he gets acquitted, he gets acquitted. That's fine, but so long as there's a trial.
Yeah. But hey, this gets more active investigation. We believe in a legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. He said, to the family who experienced this loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, we ask for our continued support, patience. That's what she said. Metcalf's father, Jeff Metcalf, showed up at the press briefing. The father of victim showed up at that press briefing. I've got the video. We're going to watch it in a minute.
That sounds like a bad idea.
He was escorted out by police officers before it began and left without incident. Alexander called his presence disrespectful. Why? It's not disrespectful. You're giving a public press briefing. He's not there causing a problem. He wants to hear what you have to say. It's his son is dead. Why can't he be there? He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did it. It's not inappropriate. You're having a public press briefing, so
Yeah,
it's not.
it's public press briefing. I don't know why was he there originally?
Don't know. He doesn't say.
That's my concern. Is like, was he there to do something?
No, he's got one arm in a sling. He can't. He's not a physical threat.
No, I know that, but I mean, like, is he gonna like there to create a scene, interrupt? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
That's my concern.
He didn't say anything.
That-
He was
that-
very calm and very nice when we see it. All right, so we got that. Here's the. I'm just gonna mute this part, but we're gonna play it just so you can see it. But there's the dad right there.
All right, I'm gonna listen in real quickly.
Yeah. No, I muted it. There's no sound, so we don't get copyrighted. There's the dad. Police, see, he's there showing up, sunglasses. That's his son that was killed. There he is just standing there. He's not there causing a problem. He's just, yep. He's just there. And they ask him politely, and he said, yeah, no problem, I'll leave. He went without incident. He already said, and he says, listen, he says later on in this video, I've forgiven him. I forgive Karmelo. God is going to take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously very religious. God will take care of this. So,
Dude, he looks so different from those pictures. Is that a picture with the kid and his coach, or is that the kid and the father?
that's the kid and the father.
Dude, he looks like he lost so much weight since then.
Yeah, he did. Of course, he's not eating. He's not eating. He's. I had another one here. Where is? Oh, I think it's this one actually. So here's some images shared. Now, I don't see anything racial about this, but this is okay. So you got people coming up to Karmelo Anthony's house, walking around it, taking pictures, kind of being intimidating, staring, right? All right, I get that. That sucks. Okay.
That's still wrong.
Still wrong. They're sending him. Oh, there's an advertisement. I hate you, Fox News. There we go. They're getting mail, and what's in the mail? Austin Metcalf's obituary or literature from his funeral.
Whoa.
Yep,
Like, that's a form of harassment.
that's form harassment, right? People showing up with fake DoorDash, fake Uber Eats, fake this, fake that, right? Trying to intimidate. So this is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It should not happen.
Okay, this sounds really bad, I'm about to say, and I'm not meaning to make this racial, but all those people have seen so far in the pictures are white.
Yep,
That's kind of concerning.
it's kind of concerning, but But I don't see any overt racism. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm not saying an overt racism. Where I do see some overt racism
Are the death threats? The death threats,
this
people.
January 6th asshole.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Oh, hey,
Was
Hey.
that not enough?
I'm just saying. All right. So let's okay. So there was a rally held at Kirkendall Stadium, where the murder took place, or the killing took place, or whatever you would call it. What we know, a small group of people gathered at Kirkendall Stadium in Frisco on Saturday. The flyers posted on social media said, quote, protect white Americans, justice for Austin Metcalf, demand Karmelo Anthony be put back in prison until trial, peaceful protest, stop black violence on white Americans. Okay. That little racism there.
Little bit like white gotta be protected. I mean,
Yeah.
I think every life is precious. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, when you start making violence about black, white, okay, black people hurt white people.
Yeah,
White
when you
people
make
hurt black people.
when you
Black
make it-
people hurt black people. White people hurt white
If you
people.
make it
We all
black
hurt the Asians and the Arabs, okay? So it's not a color thing.
When you make
Just-
it black on white violence and white on black violence,
Yeah.
it's just, it doesn't help.
Yeah, when I hear that, I just like, you know what? Shut the fuck up. All right, just all right?
No violence. How about no violence?
How about no violence? All right.
Period.
The rally was organized by Jake Lang of Florida, who was previously charged in the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol.
Of course.
I'm glad he's involved from Florida. Why? Who knows? There was a rally held at the stadium parking lot in Frisco on Saturday at 11 a.m. According to the Frisco Police Department, 2 people were arrested during the event. An apparent clash between protesters and counter-protesters. One of the people arrested is accused of pepper spraying another person at the event. City officials say the people who attended didn't appear to be from Frisco.
Uh-oh.
Listen, if you're not from Frisco, Texas, stay the fuck out of there.
Yeah, it's just not.
Stay away,
It's not
okay?
your place. This
Rule
is-
number, yeah.
This is going to turn into a national case, essentially.
It is,
At
this point
At
it
this
is.
point, it's national, but it's going to turn even more the closer it gets to that date. But this is not a good sign because the people you're going to have in that city,
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Not-
First of all, if you're from Florida, I get it. You're a redneck Yahoo. I get there. I've been there. All right. I got a lot of respect for Florida. Love the state. Been there a bunch of times. Don't come and fuck with Texas. You're fucking with the wrong people.
Yeah,
You-
listen, you guys are scary. Your Florida men are unmatched, sir, to an extent. unmatched till you meet a hard ass Texan with a 45 on his belt.
Yeah.
Or 44.
Yeah, just don't.
Probably a 44. Let's be honest. They like the bigger guns.
Okay, so Texas Representative Jared Patterson posted on X about the event, saying there was a protest, quote, protest, in Frisco today, led by apparently attended by folks who aren't from Frisco. By the looks of things, there were about a half a dozen or so folks there, with more media attending than protesters, according to the reports. The professional agitators, which is what they were, no better than Antifa, didn't accomplish their goal today. They chose the wrong community, that's right, in which to spread their hate. Thank you, Frisco. I am so proud of the professionalism of the Frisco Police Department, who, God bless them again, I will say it over and over again, they are dealing with shit they never thought they'd ever have to deal with. And it goes on and on and on. Now, this guy, Lang, I use that term loosely, according to Jake Lang's post on X, he broke into Kirkendall Stadium and got the first ever footage of Austin Metcalf's blood stained on the stadium floor. Quote, his blood cries out for justice, and quote, lock up Karmelo Anthony now. What do you mean lock him up now? He's not been convicted of anything. That's our dog scraping his bed. You old man. Anyways, lock him up. Lock him up for what? He hasn't been convicted. All right. Yes, his blood cries out for justice. Yes. That doesn't mean you lock up somebody who's not been convicted of a crime like you have, Mr. Lang, or been arrested for a crime. Were you arrested? Were you convicted? Should you be locked up? All right. The video was posted on social media hours after the rally, just before 6:30 p.m. Now, here's the thing about this. This is what you need to know about this guy, Lang. All right?
Okay.
Officials with the district say they have filed trespassing charges against Lang for breaking into district property. Now, they also said the individual in this video is filming on the home side of the stadium, saying, here's the first blood of Austin, right? But the incident where Austin died took place on the visitor's side, the opposite side of the stadium, which can be seen across the field when he turns the camera off himself. So he's just a bullshit artist.
Yeah.
Not only is he a loser, he's a bullshit artist.
But it's also weird. Why would you want to make up stuff about this?
Because that's how much he hates. That's how. Listen, there are people in the United States who are filled with hatred when it comes to race, and this is one of them. And they make up their bullshit to justify their bullshit. All right, on both sides, black and white. I'm not just saying white people do it; black people do it too.
Everyone does it.
Everyone does it that has that hatred in their heart. All right. Fox News reached out to Lang for comment, but has not heard back. Of course they didn't. He's too much of a coward to call back. All right. So we've got all sorts of bullshit going on. Meanwhile, this kid can't get a fair trial.
To save his life.
And meanwhile, this kid who's dead
can't catch a break.
Can't get justice. Because whatever justice is, or whatever that looks like, he can't get it. The family can't get it because of what's going on. All right. It's just a ton of bullshit going on right now. That's all I know. That's all I can say. And let's turn that off. That's all I can say about that. I don't know. I don't know where they go from here. First of all, the grand jury has not brought back an indictment. They've charged Karmelo Anthony, but a grand jury still needs to bring back an indictment. They still haven't done that. The grand jury might not bring back an indictment of murder.
They might not, because you know what? At this point, how do you charge it now?
Yeah, yeah.
Everything that's going on.
And we'll see. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But I don't know. How do you feel overall about this stuff? I mean, but let me just say this first. There's reasons why I left the United States. This is one of them. Because I'm just tired of dealing with seeing it, living it, having it surrounded. I don't want my family surrounded by it anymore either. So we came here where the most that happens is I get called gringo and people shake my hand and laugh at me because they're happy to see an American and just have a good time. That's it. That's the most that happens here in terms of race. My wife doesn't have to worry about going anywhere because she's brown. My kids don't have to worry about it because they're part brown.
Well, the other one doesn't look at it.
He doesn't look it, but once they find out,
it could be problems. But
no, I turn it over to you for final thoughts on this because we've spent some time on it.
Yeah, so my final thoughts are this: I think it's a tragedy what's occurred for both of the parents. It's honestly really unfortunate that it's come to this. It should never have came to this. It should never had race involved. I guess you could say in America it was inevitable for that to happen when it comes to media and people's opinions. And it's sad because we might not see a really fair trial, not only for Carmelo, but also for the victim who has lost his life and what the families rely on to keep faith in the system.
Yeah.
Because the system, as flawed as it can be, at times does work. But when you throw stuff like this, you hinder its ability to work properly.
Some people don't want it to work properly. People like Jake Lang don't want it to work properly. People filled with hate don't want it to work properly.
That's wrong. It should. We have an equal society based on, the rights that we have been given by not just God, but just certain inalienable human rights, and they're being violated.
Yeah. And the kid Karmelo Anthony, he might be guilty of a lesser crime like manslaughter.
Yeah, he might be.
We don't know the circumstances. We don't have all the facts. We don't have all the eyewitness statements.
We only have some of the eyewitness statements.
Yeah.
And some of those are biased.
But some of those can change over time.
Exactly.
They do change over time.
You asked them right after the incident occurred, sure, but they might be misremembering things out of shock of just seeing a classmate or their friend.
Yeah.
Shit,
I don't remember half the stuff I did yesterday.
Yeah, sometimes I struggle. I remember what I did 5 minutes ago. Yeah. I don't have Alzheimer's. It's just, I'm forgetful sometimes.
But they might bring back, it might be a lesser crime.
It probably is. I don't think second degree, first
degree. But that's
so
justice. But some people don't want to accept that justice. It may be self-defense, and you know what? He's innocent.
It could be.
And he has every right. Like people talk that he's claiming self-defense. He has every right to claim self-defense if that's what he believes he was doing. If he believes he was now he might be wrong
in how he went about.
Yeah,
utilizing his self. That's why I say, you know what, with the circumstances around the case, I wouldn't be surprised if they get away with a self-defense clause. But if he did have his hand on the knife before, then it does muddy things, and he might be guilty of manslaughter.
Yeah.
Or something else.
Yeah.
But
But honestly, the more and more I read about this case, when I started out,
you didn't want to be on the jury, and then a moment you did want to be on the jury.
What are you pointing to? You're pointing to something.
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
I was just skipping the ad here.
Okay.
So I can keep up.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have been on a jury, but the more and more I read about this case, the more and more
you don't want to be even on that jury.
No, how do I say this? To the people like Jake Lang and to the people out there, like, all you do is, for normal, everyday people like myself, is create more empathy for the victim and more empathy for the suspect. Because all you do is bring eyeballs to it and say, the people here who were wrong and really are screwed up are these idiots doing swatting, sending packages, going to people's homes they shouldn't be going to neighborhoods they don't belong to, going to states they shouldn't be going to for reasons that are no good. And I don't know, honestly, my empathy for Karmelo Anthony has grown over the weeks. At first I was like, I had none. I had very little. My empathy for this young man has grown a lot. Regardless of whether he's guilty or not, my empathy has grown more. And the more and more I read about this, the more and more I hope they really do get a fair trial and it does come to a fair conclusion, whatever that might be. God bless the judge who's going to be in charge of this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. Thank God. You know what? Now I know why he's not allowing the media or cameras in the courtroom.
I don't blame him.
Yep. He's not allowing that. So, anyways.
Think he'll get pressured to have to?
No, he doesn't get. He's not going to get pressured to do it. He already made the statement. So, nope, you're not allowed. Not in my courtroom. So, with that, let us know what you think about this case, where you think it's going, what you think is good and bad and ugly about it. But it's definitely turning more ugly. And yeah, there you go. There's America in a nutshell right now. So.